It's time for a couple of holy mackerel stories in today's news. We have been chronicling the Obama administration's efforts to scrub and rinse some of the proverbial stains left behind by the Bush administration. And today we got our first indication that after scrubbing and rinsing, repeating might be in order. Remember that executive order that President Obama signed on his second day in office last week? The one that halted all Guantanamo military tribunals for 120 days while his administration determined what to do with the remaining detainees? Well, in a serious blow to those plans, a judge, Army Colonel James Pohl, has rejected the ordered delay, finding its reasoning, quote, unpersuasive. Colonel Pohl instructed the government to proceed with the case of Abd al-Rahim al-Nashiri, a prisoner accused of planning the attack on the USS Cole in the year 2000 that killed 17 U.S. service members and injured 50 more. Nashiri will face capital charges at his February 9th tribunal appearance. Judge Pohl wrote, quote, the commission is unaware of how conducting an arraignment would preclude any option by the administration. Congress passed the Military Commissions Act, which remains in effect. The commission is bound by the law as it currently exists, not as it may change in the future, end quote. Obama's options now? Well, Nashiri's Pentagon-appointed defense lawyer said that the prosecutor could dismiss the charges against Nashiri to comply with the president's request for a freeze. Or President Obama could release Mr. Nashiri. That one's probably unlikely. Or the tribunal could go ahead despite the president's order. Your guess is as good as mine as to how this is going to go next. Scrub? Check. Rinse? Check. Repeat? Yes, this one is going to go around again. Stay tuned. We will stay on it. And retired Admiral Dennis Blair was confirmed by the Senate as the new National Intelligence Director. He's now the third intelligence director that we have had. At least we thought this was the third National Intelligence Director we'd had. Spencer Ackerman at the Washington Independent points out today that Blair is actually fourth. And most of us missed the very quick tenure of the guy who was third. It happened that the Deputy Director of National Intelligence, Lieutenant General Ronald Burgess, had to serve as Acting Director of National Intelligence for exactly 1 day. Because on Tuesday, outgoing Intelligence Director Mike McConnell up and quit before his replacement was confirmed. Mr. McConnell sent a farewell letter to intelligence employees, but he did not explain why he quit before the Senate confirmed his replacement. There has to be a reason, right? Can't be that McConnell had a take this job and shove it moment right at the end there, can it? Well, one clue as to his motivations may come from the press release put out by his once and future company, the giant defense consulting firm Booz Allen, which announced that Mike McConnell will rejoin his old company as head of the firm's national security practice. Thanks to the one-day interim intelligence director thing, Mr. Ackerman at the Washington Independent notes that if some congressional commission determines that the next 9/11 came to pass because of some critical intel error on January 28, 2009, we will now know who to blame. We'll know how to blame the guy who had that job for 1 day, because McConnell couldn't wait 1 day to get back to making big bucks in the private sector. This also means that DNI for a day, Lieutenant General Roland Burgess, that name becomes a $2,000 question on the super-duper advanced elite brainiacs only version of Jeopardy. Make a note of it.